Hey everybody, Desir here with our week 4 of our weekly recap for Cosmic Crucible. It's pretty crazy that 4 weeks are down. We only have 2 weeks left of Cosmic Crucible for Season 6 before that ends, unless they end up extending it, of course. But if you are new to this channel, what we do on these type of episodes, we look at interesting attacks that happened, and then we kind of do a breakdown and deep dive into the attack on how we might be able to improve it. This past week, I went 1 and 2. I had some really close matches that could have gone either way, but I'm still loving the season right now. So to start, I'm going to have 2 attacks that happened this week. One of the attacks that we're going to look at is going to be kind of a recap on how it should have been played, and then I have 2 attacks that were sent to me from an alliance mate. So let's get started and look at these attacks. For the first attack, we're going to look at Fet986. He had a pretty interesting matchup where it was the Superior 6 into my Secret Defenders team with Noir in Stage 1. So here's the attack that he made. He lost 2 characters, 3 of them got knocked into red. I did watch the replay on this attack and it almost ended up clean for him. So let's see if we could replicate the attack and how we can actually improve this attack. So right away, Spider Noir's going to do his ultimate and get bleeds on there. That's going to help ramp up Robbie so he can go sooner. Because he did attack Superior 6 members, that revive once got cleared. So that's a pretty good counter right away. The Green Goblin Classic's going to use his ultimate, and that got a nice rewind on the team. But Robbie's still going to go because of the bleeds. He popped the special on Lizard, but the immunity was there, so he didn't get anything special off on that. So right here, they opted to use the ultimate from the Spider Slayer. That does the buff flips they got off the taunt from the Ms. Marvel Hardlight. I think the special might have been a better play, because that's a possibility of killing the Black Cat before she did that move, and possibly killing the Photons. So when she used the special right here, that one had put the blind on Kraven. Another thing I would have done different is I would have put Doc Ock where Kraven is and put Kraven where Doc Ock was. So kind of swap those positions out. That way Kraven wouldn't have the blind on him when he used the special on Robbie, because that did nothing because he was blinded. Overall, the matchup still was a success for them, but I think they could have saved a lot more efficiency points by making those few changes. This next attack was my Masters of Evil with Spider-Man Big Time going into my last opponent, Fet986, with his Infinity Watch. And we're going to see how it was such a massive fail. So here you can see it's about a 400k punch up. I've done this before where it was like a punch down. That's going to be the replay that we're going to watch later on. But this still should have worked if I played it correctly. The first thing I did incorrectly is I went after Gamora. You don't want to go after her because she's just going to heal up anyways when she gets her turn. So me using that ultimate there did nothing. I followed that up with Kang using his special on her, and her passive is when she drops below 30% health, the person with the highest health is going to get taunts. So that's Philovel on this instance. I'm now stuck behind her, and because of how the room works with the getting buffs amplified by a +1 all the way up to a +3, that taunt's going to stay on there and I can't get off of the taunt. So you see I use Absorbing Man's ultimate, I use Titania's special. They're all pretty low health. Gamora just takes a turn, so she healed up all the damage I did on her. And here you see, because they have that safeguard, I can't get the death proofs off when I use Kang's ultimate. So ultimately, everything I did wrong at the start of the match made it to where it was a massive fail on the later portion of the fight. So now Gamora's going to use that ultimate on Absorbing Man. He's going to get killed off. She's going to go again. She's going to go after Kang, and then Kang dies, and then it just kind of steamrolls. So that one mistake cost me this match. But the one good thing that came from this failure is I was able to look back at it, I was able to study it, and now I'm able to improve it on the later portions of the Cosmic Crucible. So any mistakes that you make, just try to learn from it. That way you don't make the same mistake again in the future, and you ultimately can improve your game. This one is a successful attack of how you'd want to play it if you use the Masters of Evil with Spider-Man Big Time. This is a 400k punchdown, but the attack is still very similar. Use Titania's ultimate on Nebula. The Kang special, I probably should have gone for Phyla-Vell, that way I didn't have a chance to knock Gamora below that 30% health threshold to get a taunt on somebody. Spider-Man Big Time, target Nebula and use the special. That's going to remove the revive once from Nebula and Gamora. For Moonstone, I used the ultimate to get a turn rewind on Gamora. Now the taunt is over on Adam Warlock. I probably would have aimed for Phyla-Vell. Don't touch Gamora because she's going to heal up all the damage anyways. Here's Kang's turn. You're going to use the ultimate. You're not going to kill anybody, but you're going to knock them very low. That death proof with the safeguard, it's going to protect them. There I did get a life off of Adam Warlock, so now all of them lost their revive once. For Moonstone, I used the special to where Adam Warlock is going to get the stun because I didn't want him stunning me in the future of the match. Here Kang is going to use his basic, and I'm going to be able to take out Moondragon and get an evade off of Nebula. But you can kind of see that the cleanup is a whole lot easier because you play the beginning of the match correctly. For this next matchup, it was sent to me by an alliance mate. It's the New Warriors with Apocalypse going into the Secret Defenders with Dorm in Stage 2. The efficiency is very good on this, so if you can spare your Apocalypse, this isn't a terrible idea. For the start of this matchup, the Ms. Marvel Harlight's going to get that taunt on her, but Gwenpool's going to peel that off by doing the special. Firestar's going to use the ultimate and do the turn rewind on Robbie, and that actually killed the Dorm as well. And you just seen the raw power that the New Warriors typically bring to the Secret Defenders. However, you're going to have to kill him twice because of that revive once mechanic. Gwenpool's ultimate does do that permakill, so if you have her built high enough, you don't even have to worry about those revive onces. And then you have Apocalypse right here with his ultimate being able to do the permakill on Ms. Marvel Hardlight. As you can see from this matchup was very clean. For this next matchup, it was also sent to me by an alliance mate, and it's going to be a blink and you miss it type of matchup. It's the Eternals with Loki, Mr. Negative, and Mysterio going against the Pegasus with Doom. At the start of the match, Cersei's going to go first and use the ultimate to turn rewind. Mr. Negative's going to use the special on Dr. Doom. That's going to get the ability block on him. There's now a Doom bot out there, and Icarus is going to do the double tap, and that's pretty much the end of the matchup. And that's all the videos I have this week for the Week 4 weekly recap. Hopefully I'll have some more interesting matches next week. And once the season does end, I will do another type of video of where it's going to be the room rules and how I plan on tackling that instead of a weekly recap. So just a heads up about that. So please, remember to like and subscribe to this channel. I'm getting very close to that 200 subscriptions, and I'm trying to hit that 500 and eventually the 1,000. Thank you again, everybody, and you guys have a wonderful rest of the day.